Hey, this is Mark at Woody Creative. We're going to talk about creating a page in for the Lake Travis Eye and Laser Center website using a template. This is going to be the template that we're using. This is the one that's already created and that's saved in the back end. What we're going to be doing is going and copying content from the current site, and according to this little spreadsheet that's created on Google Drive or Google Sheets. This is the layout. So there's most of what we're building all these eye conditions pages and these eye care services pages. You can see, but that's the main navigation: home, about us, eye conditions, with these as subsets. And then, of course, myopia, hyperopia, these kind of things are tertiary pages. Those three live under the refractive errors page. When you mouse over eye conditions, you'll get all these. And when you mouse over refractive errors, it'll open up a second set. So all these need to be created. This just shows the structure. So we've already, and also the page created, yes, we've already created just a page because this is the template for allergies. So we're going to go back and start with dry eyes and create the page, and then copy, and then paste the copy into that page. So we're starting with dry eyes, and I would go here, eye conditions, dry eye, and let's copy. I'll go ahead and copy everything, including the video, although you probably won't be able to get that video. They really need to be uploaded to YouTube. So copy that. So we're going to go to here, and we're going to go. So this is the template. It's this, essentially the first one already created. Go to New and Page. And as we already said, this is going to be called Dry Eye. So the first couple of things you do are you put the name of the page, and the very next thing you do, it's very important, is go over here to this and change that from right sidebar to full width, because if you don't do that now and then you change to use the Divi Builder, you're stuck in that. You won't be able to get it to full width. So now we click to use the Divi Builder, which gives us this functionality. Next step, we're going to load the layout, which is right here. When that happens, it takes a second. You got to wait for these to load, and then you go to your saved layouts. The one we have, I think, is called Mac right here. If you want to, you can start searching for MAC. There it is. We'll select it. And there's more stuff here because some of these are turned off. But what we're going to do is let's go straight to the Visual Builder, so you can see it in the browser. And we're almost there. I mean, that's this. So now we have a dry eye page built with this template, and we're going to go and edit some things. But I'm going to show you real quickly. If you click here to open up functionality like the save draft, etc. And if you go over here, you can click on this to see this disabled modules. It's turned off. If I turn it back on, you can see, oh, there's some things in the background that are in the template, but they've just been turned off. That's what all the light gray stuff is. So I'm going to go back and turn those off so you don't see them. So now it's just the things that are turned on. Okay, so we're going to edit this. Remember, this one's called, this is an eye condition, so we don't have to change that, but this one's called dry eye. So just double click or whatever, dry eye there. I will be changing the background image for this. Don't have to worry about that, but let's see, what is I'll probably actually enter the headline first. I think probably best practice is to go ahead and have this be dry eye, and before we try to do any kind of pasting. So symptoms, maybe it's best to do it like this. Well, okay, a good lesson there. You have to, that's what I am, PTOMS, you have to back it up and then stop. If I keep going, it's going to suck all that stuff back up and change it. So symptoms. Then with this on, I could edit this text, but what I want to do is get into the back end of it. So I'm going to click off so I can now mess over it. And now I see I get this. So I'm going to go to this module settings, and I think I'm just going to go and copy the first couple of blocks like that. And see how big this goes. double click that. I'm just going down to the bottom, erase it. Control Shift V. And let's check the text to make sure we didn't get any, we don't need that in there. That's an extra space, so we'll back that out. But it looks like this all, and there's an extra space, so we'll back that out. That ampersand NBSP semicolon is an extra space, so we won't need that. So save it, and so you can already come to see we're on our way. If we have, it might be a good idea to break this up into, if there's going to be a video there, eventually, we probably need this to be a whole new section. So I'm going to copy this all the way down to here. And now what we'll do is we can duplicate this. So I'm going to duplicate it like that. That gives us the second thing. Notice the animation though. I don't probably want this to animate as well. I already have an animation on this. I'll show you what that looks like. Let's see, give that a minute. So you can see what it looks like here. Try it again. That you have we have the heading coming in from the left and this going up. I don't want that to keep animating all the way down. So I'm going to, this one has animation, this one has animation. I'm going to turn off the animation for this one. And here's how you do that. Settings. Remember, there's the 3 tabs. There's a content tab, which gives you all those things. The design tab gives you a lot of detailed abilities, including like you can change the text, the heading text. If it's a quick tip, if it's on a dark background, you can go to text and change it from dark to light, and a dark background, all that will show up. So we're going to keep it as dark. I think it's, design. We want to go to the bottom to animation, and we're just going to change the animation from this to none. So like right now, see we've got this animation working, like that. I'm just going to turn it off. Okay, so now we can edit this we had all that in there. How do we want to do that? I might just paste it all in there and see how well it goes. Control V. All right, so what we're going to need to do is things like, there's some editing things you'll see if I highlight this and change it to, I think that's a heading 2. It'll change everything. It is a heading 2. It changes everything below it. And the reason is because there's no hard return between here and here. It's just a soft return. So, so I'm going to back it up and hit it. Just enter gives you a hard return. We'll try it again. If I hit Shift Enter, it gives you a soft return, and it's not really a return. So a hard return lets me have one type of, this could be a heading 1. It lets me have a different type of heading than here. So actually, we just can use the sentence right there. Okay, so now we'll need to check. So the first, all the way down to causes, all these, I'm going to back that up and hit Enter. Back that up and hit Enter, because that needs to be a standalone heading 2. Now, none of these, I'm going to bullet all these, but you'll notice only the first thing is going to be bulleted because all these are soft returns. So I have to back it up and hit Enter, not Shift Enter. Back it up. If I hit Shift Enter, it's a soft return. So I'm going to hit just a regular Enter for all these. Like that. Okay, so now we've got, all these are going to be bullets. Is there anything else in here except for those? It looks like those, this is maybe a heading 2. This might be a heading 3. So let's go ahead and go down it and kind of play with that for a minute and see what is that. Treatment. All right, I can already tell you I need a hard return there. Hard return there. So this will be a heading 2, and the one below it, probably a heading 3. It's not moving like I want it to. Okay, and again, so if it's easier, another nice thing you can do when you're in this editing mode is click on this right here, and it lets you go full screen editing. No, wait a minute, I got the wrong one. It's supposed to let you pop out into full screen editing mode. Anyway, I'll stretch this out like this. Okay, so, that must have been, not sure why that's doing that. Okay. So we are actually, let's see, is that right? Yeah. Symptoms, causes. I think the first one does not have symptoms. Is that right? Let me check on that. Yeah, this one should not be symptoms up here. So let's go in and I can go to the text version, just take out symptoms like that. And that's about it, I think. We'll save it. It's okay to publish this because this site's still in just kind of a hidden mode anyway. Normally we would just do it as a draft, exit the Visual Builder to check it. There's still a lot of things that needed to be done on this one, but it's just sort of showing. So to get your animations. So I think we did this and this. There's still a lot more editing to be done, but that's pretty much it. I wouldn't worry too much about the video. If we're able, I'm going to see about trying to copy some of these and get them up on YouTube so we can embed them. And that's really why we put a space between, made that be one module, or made it be a module here with a break, so I can go back and easily add a second module in there. And also, so then the next thing we would do is go up here and say yes and yes. So in this case, there's a page created, yes. Copy pasted, yes. I'll probably also, have a, added to menu, and none of those are added to the menu yet. There may be some other categories that we can just use this for monitoring. And then back on this page, so if this is the header, eye conditions and dry eye, people already know what it is. So this heading feels like a little bit of a throwaway. And I think if you can think of anything, it might be kind of nice to say, like this first thing up in here affects 20% of people. That might be kind of nice. Say 20% of people have dry eye. And then dry eye, so we'll take that out like that. That's a really nice way to kind of head in with something like that, to give them some sort of powerful message instead of just repeating the same thing. So if you see anything like that, go and take a stab and make that happen. So again, I'm going to save this, and that's about it for now.